Since Jim Harbaugh took over at Michigan, the road team has won the last 4 meetings in this series. The Wolverines 0-2 against the Spartans in Ann Arbor. And just look at the dramatic difference in rushing yards. But our focus in this week's edition of Urban's Playbook is the defense, and more specifically, how Michigan and defensive coordinator Don Brown have altered their style and their recent success rate. And it started 3 weeks ago with that rivalry win over Notre Dame.
Well, if you remember, Ohio State and Florida destroyed the Wolverine defense in crossing routes. The Notre Dame offense had zero chance. When you really study the Wolverine defense, they're playing much more coverage than they have in the past. They're not just sitting in man-free like they did. So let's take the viewer through the 3 different ways that the Wolverine defense has adapted. First one, this is called bracket coverage. Bracket coverage is exactly that. They've always played it, but I've never seen it like this. This gives the quarterback a 3-deep look. But in bracket defense, the field linebacker, field corner, nickel, and safety, you 4 are going to bracket those 3. So that's bracketing the field. To the boundary safety and the corner are going to bracket number 1 or the X receiver. The will linebacker has a tailback man-to-man, and you can see the Mike linebacker, who is the movement key for the quarterback in book on this little shallow cross. He turns his back and get that. That's a very simple read for the quarterback. He's going to deliver the ball to the crossing route. However, the Wolverine defense in bracket, he's not anticipating, and you can watch him reset his feet. He's ready to deliver the ball, and right at the last second, he pauses and he gets sacked. So that's the first thing, is bracket coverage. The second thing, they've always played a lot of cover 2. However, they're playing more than I've ever seen them. So Charles, talk us through cover 2.
Yeah, we're so used to Michigan on third down situations, pressuring the quarterback, sending 5-man pressure, 6-man pressure. But here's just a simple cover 2. You have your half-field safeties here at the top. They're going to cover half of the field. And then your corner down here is pressed. You have a corner up there pressed. And great job by David Long of getting a jam on this receiver, not allowing him to get up on your safety fast. So Michigan likes the pressure on third down. What do teams do to Michigan? They send the crossing routes, and we're so used to seeing the Michigan DBs having to follow the receivers across the field. They catch the ball, and now they're off to the races. But not here. Look at this. We got cover 2. We live to fight again another day. It's a short game. Cover 2 allows those DBs to see everything in front of them and only complete a short pass.
Now, the third and final piece that we're watching the Wolverine defense do is quarters. I've never really seen them play much quarters. However, this has become a big part of their defense, and it's excellent. Every pass defense, every defense is either good against the pass or the run. Quarters defense is good against both. Let's take a look. Quarters coverage is exactly that, or cover 4. The field corner has his quarter. The field safety has his quarter, boundary safety, his quarter, and backside corner, his quarter. This is purely a read defense. That means these 2 safeties and the nickel are going to read the defense. If it's a pass, you're going to see 7 guys into the pass defense. Charles, talk to us about the nickel.
And to me, I think the most important read, coach, is this nickel, because he's got to understand what number 2 is doing. Is number 2 coming to block? Is number 2 going to a pass? Do I get a jam on him and not allow him to get on the safety quick? Or do I trigger in the run game and try to make a play in the run game? So this guy here, the nickel, is expected to make plays. He's got to put his big boy pads on. And cover 4, that nickel is very important.
So once again, this is read defense. If the number 3 receiver in a 3-by-1 set and the number 2 receiver come down and block, you're going to see both safeties trigger. You are getting 9 defenders to stop the run. This is why it's the best possible defense against run and pass.
There's always a weakness in every defense, coach. And if you looked at the bottom of that screen, David Long was out there on the island because the safety is looking play side to the 3 receiver side. That corner is all by himself. You got him locked up all day.
So they shut down Notre Dame's pass offense. How do they do that? They're playing more coverage than they ever have. When you played Don Brown's defenses in the past, you beat man free. You had a good chance of beating that team. I think they're doing a great job adjusting to their personnel. They're changing up for the looks of the quarterback. That's going to be key this week, next week, and then the big one against Ohio State.
And by playing coverage, he's allowing those defenders to play fast. I wish he would have been doing this weeks ago. I bet you Don Brown does, too.
Yeah, KYP, as Matt likes to tell us. Know your personnel. Wolverines will be showing a lot of this against the Spartans today.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.